Alright, welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. Yes, right about now we are looking at we are looking at buying BTC, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So last time we checked this analysis, I think it was on Friday. But we didn't do much, and even currently we clearly see that what we anticipated, it's still in play. We haven't seen anything much really overreaction. So price reacted all the way there, but what we needed before it reached, we wanted it to come here and then get back up, but it did not. So what happened is it went all the way to that trend line. Now we can remove this, that, and that. Now we can anticipate this move right here, that move. Remember, we have a fair value gap right here according to H4, and also we have this order block. Is it an order block? It's I think it's the one on H1. Yeah, it's 2. I can remove it. I don't need it. I can remove it. This is the one on another order block on H4. So these are some of the levels that we are likely to see price react to or react on. So we can we all know that it is within a falling wedge. It's within a falling wedge, meaning at a certain point we're going to be getting into the buys to continue with the uptrend. Why? Because with that kind of a structure, the buys are the ones that come next, and that's the reason why we had this. That's the reason why we had this kind of a move from this very level to get us into buys. Then we continue, or to even get some weird momentum to push all the way back to this level, which is a weekly, I think it is a weekly fair value gap. So price can easily return back to this level and react to this fair value gap on the weekly time frame and grab that liquidity and then get us back into the buys, just like it did here, on this fair value gap. Same as even right here, all these are weekly fair value gaps. It's the same thing that we're looking for. Even right here, it's likely to do that, but apparently we can follow what we have now until it gets all the way there. But from what we are seeing according to daily, it's likely to get right here. The sales are likely to continue until we grab liquidity from this very fair value gap of the weekly time frame. All right. So right now we've seen daily, we've seen weekly, we've seen daily. Now we need to see, and also we've seen H4. Now we need to see how we can, and price is below our 10 MA, both on daily time frame and on H4. But then where it is, there is that resistance that has been happening. That's that support level right there. It has been holding price not to break it. So if price breaks this level, you need something like a pullback. After price breaks that level like that, then you come in with sales. Probably you take your profits from this fair value gap as we wait for continuation of this sell to continue all the way to the downer fair value gap that we've looked at on the weekly time frame. So for now, this is something I'll be seeing in play. In as much as I want that, you can see according to that support on H1 is trying to show us that we may see some pullback. Yeah, but we cannot use that until we see what is on M15. So M15 and H1, we are likely to see some pullback to get back up. But to where? Because this fair value gap here was taken out. This fair value gap here was taken out by this candle here. So is it going to come to it, becomes like a resistance level? We will see about that. But as of now, all we are seeing is break of structure, meaning sales are still continuing according to H1. According to M15, yes, still this is a break of structure. That means you're still looking for sales. So until then, the general trend is a sell. Don't look for buys, you need to look for sales. So if price happens to break this level, you know you are going to come in with sales when it reacts around that level, or when it just gives you a retracement. I think basically that's it in a nutshell. BTC is not something that we take much when we're analyzing. We already know shorter trades anticipation, and we've told you according to M15 and H1 we will somehow get to see some pullback if this support holds on. But according to H4, we are waiting for this. So this can be also part of a short anticipation, short trend anticipation. But in the long-term trade, we know that this is the deal. Price to come here and then grab that liquidity on that weekly fair value gap here, grab that liquidity and get us all the way back up there. But I remember telling you some scenarios some time back that we haven't seen a new break of structure according to weekly time frame. We have not yet seen any break of structure. You see, this was this is our previous high. This is what we consider as our previous high. Actually, this one here. Ever since that level, ever since we got this high here, we haven't seen any other higher high. So this can end up becoming a pullback to all the way down here. That's why you see me having this. This can end up becoming that. So in fact, I can have this one come all the way down below, and I use that same line. So this is what we are seeing. This is what we can anticipate. Right there. If price continues, there's a possibility of it continuing all the way here, and then why this anticipation? Because we are not seeing any break of structure on the weekly time frame. So that means we are likely not to see a break of structure until price goes back down here. And that will mean price might even go to as low as 20K, 50K, which is around here, or 20K, 28K, around that level. It can easily go back. That is according to weekly, because we don't have any previous high. There's a reaction. There's price rejection up there that is holding BTC to go for a new higher high or to give us a break of structure to continue with the buys. So if it fails to do that, you know it will have to go into sells. And of course, according to what we see here on the weekly time on the CCI, we see that price we see that price is what? We see that price is oversold, is looking for sales according to the CCI. It is coming from there, coming down here. It has not even reached the oversold yet. So it means according to weekly, we still have some way. According to daily time frame, you're seeing the same thing. It is overbought. It's trying to look for sales right there. According to H4, I think it is the same thing. That's why we are looking for sales right there. So that's why I'm saying the buys that we are anticipating on H1 and M15 are likely not to come through until we see a breakout here and then a pullback, probably back to the breaker broke when it breaks this level, and then we come in with sales for full swing. So I think that's how we are going to be anticipating trades on this BTC. Apart from that, nothing much really, nothing much right now. I can't say that we have any entries that we can enter now. No, we don't have. So we have to just wait until price breaks out of this support on this level, and then we can think of looking for sales probably when it gives you a retracement around that level. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think that's it. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section there, or if you have a suggestion, don't tell me I forgot to maximize. Sorry guys, sorry, I forgot to maximize this. So my bad. That's my bad. Sorry guys. But yeah, that's it. I had forgotten to maximize the chart. And now I think I have to repeat. I don't know. Okay, let's do it again. So this is on H4, and the reason why we are looking for sales is we are within a falling wedge. This is a falling wedge according to H4 and daily time frame, and we know that at a certain point we're supposed to be looking for buys when price finishes to retest, and the buys are likely to take us right there when it does retest. They are likely to take us right about there, but then we cannot say that now because we haven't reached oversold yet. We need price to reach there. According to H4, probably we will come with buys. But then, in as much as we want that, I've told you according to weekly time frame, we haven't seen any break of structure yet. Since we last saw the break of structure, last year in March. That's when we saw the break of structure. No, October, sorry. Last year in October. Yeah, last year, October, that's when we last saw the break of structure according to the weekly time frame. Then we got a new higher high right here. This never gave us a new higher high. It came and grabbed liquidity on this fair value gap and went back for the new high. It gave us a higher low here, tried to go for a higher high. It failed to give us a higher high right there according to the weekly. That's why I'm anticipating that we are likely not to see price actually give us a new higher high to give us a break of structure so that we can continue with buys, but we can anticipate even a pullback to get back all the way down even to 50k or even to 20 something k. of BTC. If price fails to give us a new high now in the next probably this month, I believe, if price fails to give us a new high this month, not really, it may not. So we have to wait. This month may not be the ideal one to give us that. It may be probably within the next 3 months. So that's what we can anticipate. So until then, I can't say anything. We have to follow what we are seeing on the lower time frame, which means we follow what we are seeing on H4 and below, probably even daily time frame and below. We can follow that structure until it gives us where we can anticipate buys from. But as of now, we need sells. So the sells, we've said we need price to first break this support here, and then we anticipate a retest. After that retest, that's where you can make your entry from, when it has started to get back into sells. And that could be a good trade for us to bring us all the way to this fair value gap in here. So that was it. I hope now it is clear. Apologies once again for failing to expand the screen earlier, but I hope you've picked 1 or 2 things. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day. Remember that we are always here every Tuesday and Friday analyzing BTC, but other assets like the synthetic indices, we are here every day, Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. East African time, analyzing assets like Crash 500, Boom 1000, Boom 500, Volatility 25S, and wait a minute, I think I was supposed to enter this trade. Yeah, I think I was supposed to enter that trade, but I've missed it. I've missed it. If I've missed it, I can make an entry right here. Because we have already analyzed this asset, and I can easily put an entry right there with this kind of an asset. Yeah. Now we want this kind of move to reach there. Yeah, that's what we are anticipating. So for now, I will leave this asset. So we've been waiting for this kind of a move. So we trade assets like Boom 500, Volatility 25S, Volatility 75, V Jump 50, Jump 25, and of course lastly is Jump 10. We also added gold. Now we also analyze gold, and we want this kind of a sell today. So I'm just waiting for a perfect entry for me to make that entry of the sell. But I think where we are, I'm likely to make an entry in the next H1 hour. Yeah, in the next H1. So for now, that is it. That's what we do here every day, Monday to Friday. We analyze these assets, So if you want, you can be part of us, and you can, if you don't have an account that you can use to trade all these assets, the synthetic indices, then you can use that link in the description below to sign up with the broker that I use, where you can have the flexibility to trade all these assets. You can trade cryptocurrencies, you can trade synthetic indices, you can trade forex in the same account without having to create more accounts from different brokers. Same broker giving you access to all these markets. That is quite something. So, and of course with some better spreads that I've never seen in the market with any broker around. So you can use this same broker using that link in the description, and you'll be able to trade together. All right, so we've been on BTC, and I think you can see this is gold. We need sales later today. So until then, I think I've said enough. Let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading, and of course, don't forget that we have the mentorship program classes of July are going to start today at 3 p.m. For the regular classes, but if you want the VIP, you pay 300. You pay 300 for those classes, so that you can decide on whether which times you want to study, the days that you want to study. But for the regular, I decide that is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 4 sessions per week for the whole month for $110, and you get to study how I do the analysis, get to know how to look for signals and trade opportunities to be able to grab them. So yeah, so far that's what we do right here on this channel, and that's what I do as a trader. Also, I have a website. By the way, I had forgotten to show you that I have a website, and let me just give it to you right here. We have a website. Just a minute, I'm going to share with you the website so that you'll be able to see what we're talking about. There's a website that I created. You can always use that for some of the things that you need. You can even share it with your family and friends, just to be in touch with us. Yeah, just to be in touch with us. All right, so this is a website right here. So that's the website, and that's how it looks like. Yeah, that's how it looks like. You can see what you want, services that we provide, one-on-one coaching, trading strategy developments, all that. Then we have the live streams that we do here on YouTube every day. Then we also have a community. We have a community or WhatsApp community where we can always reach a number of other people who receive sometimes free signal. These days I've been sharing the free signal of gold, but I'm yet to stabilize and be sharing. I normally forget. I'm one person who is handling all this, so forgive me when I forget to share some free signals on that community, but it is there, and sometimes most of the important communications I share them right there. Yeah, so this is the site I've been working on, and you can always, of course, use these links right here. They will take you exactly to our social media handles. Yeah, YouTube, X, TikTok, and of course Instagram. You can use that. Then if you want to contact us, you can use all this information, this tab here, to get in contact with us, and we will respond back immediately. So yeah, that is a site. It's not that of a professional one, but it does the work. I hope you can always go to it and use it. That is a link there. Yeah, I'm yet to put it on Google, but it's gonna be on Google very soon. I'm still finishing up some of the things that I need to edit and work on. So Yeah, I think that's it. That's everything that I wanted to share with you. Please don't forget that I also have signals, that the service of signals that I give to people, the VIPs. Yeah, they pay $15 per month. I normally give signals concerning gold, all these other assets that I've showed you, all these other assets, like these assets that I've showed you, crash, boom, what have you, all these. That's the signal that I always, share with the VIP platform. So we've started a new month, so it means you still have a time to subscribe to that kind of service. I provide it at $15 per month, so you can join that and be part of the community that trades making money. Let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading. See you tomorrow for these synthetic index analysis for the BTC that will be on Friday. Happy trading.